Jenny's saying the view is a small strip. Don't worry, we can see what you're doing. Okay, well, it was only going to be a quick one tonight anyway. So do you want me to carry on with it as it is? Or should I go out and try to come back in again and see if I can rectify it? Let me know. Yeah, that's not the light, that's the sunlight. See if I can drop it down, see if that makes any difference. Just can't see my camera screen at all. Caroline's saying go for it. Thea's saying stay as it is, you may have more problems if you go out. That's what I was thinking, but I honestly don't know. Yes, carry on. Paul's saying go with it. That's better. Yes, it does make a difference. Carry on. Okay. Right, well, it was only going to be quick anyway, so some time ago, I think it was back in January, I'm just trying to find it on my iPad, I posted I'm just going to try and hold my iPad up to the screen to see if you can see this, because I actually can't see anything in my overhead camera. No, this is a bit rubbish, isn't it? Right, okay, we'll forget that. Okay, so basically there's an activation card called Pigpong. It's Pigpong, and it's a lettering collection, and it's got 3 designs of fonts in it. So you get one design that's like a circular disc, and it has a backing and then a top layer where it's got like a stencil letter cut out of it. Then you've got a decorative flower design. That's this one here in the blue. Not sure how well you're going to see this. No, I just can't work like this. It's really rubbish. And then the third one is like a really fancy decorative letter. And on this activation card, you get a full uppercase and a set of numbers for each of the 3 designs. Now, I used this back in January, and I made 3 projects and I posted them on my Instagram. So Mags is saying saw it last night on Maker Superstore. Okay, that's fine. But at the time, I posted 3 projects and I didn't show anybody else. And makers have given me an activation card to give away. So I'm just going to show you briefly a couple of the different fonts. And this is one of the projects that I've made using one of the lettering fonts. And if you were with me on Wednesday night, the design on this flower one is very much in line with what I showed you how to make, where the flower kind of stays within the card and then the rest of it pops up. So with each of these fonts, you get a backing letter and then you get the top layer as an element. And what I've done here, I've literally chosen 3 of the backing letters and welded them together and then made it into a shape card and then cut the top layers and just stuck them on top with 3D foam. So they raised up. Not sure how well you're going to see that. So there's a full alphabet in this design that you see in here in green. There's a full alphabet of the discs and there's a full alphabet of the fancy one. So what I'm going to do, I've got just a couple of the letters on my USB stick. So I'm just going to cut a couple and then stay with me until the end, because it is a giveaway and it's a worldwide giveaway, so anybody can enter, and I'll tell you what you need to do at the end. So I'm just going to go to retrieve data. I'm going to find this little file that I've got in here, and in the numbers section I've got a 1 and an 8. So I'm going to bring all 4 elements onto the mat and I'm going to resize them, and I'm going to make it quickly into a card. So I'm just going back to retrieve data, back to the USB stick. It's a bit long-winded, but I'm only doing 2 letters, so hopefully we'll be fine. I'm going to bring on the other one, then I'm going to bring on the 2 top layers, the decorative layers. And the reason I'm bringing everything on at the same time is because I want to resize it all, because it's too big as it is at the moment to make into a card. So I'm going to end up with 4 elements on this mat, 2 number 1s and 2 number 8s. One's going to be plain and one's going to be decorative. What do I need now? Let's see, so I've got a 1 and an 8 and a 1 and an 8. Right, I'm going to edit, object edit. No, I'm not. I'm going to go into the 3 red boxes, select everything, go OK, go into the align, and I'm going to just align them all centrally for now. Say OK, OK, go to object edit, group them, and then I'm going to resize them. I'm going to take the height down to about 5 inches, just over 5 inches. And I'm going to say OK. I'm going to ungroup them, say OK, OK, and I'm going to save this just into the machine to make it a bit easier, rather than me having to keep going backwards and forwards to the USB stick. Okay, so I've got and I've saved them all as a group. Flipping heck. What is it, Friday the 13th today or what? I bet I can't ungroup them now, can I? Come on, machine. Oh, I can. Phew. Right, so I'm going to get rid of the decorative 1 and 8 for now. I'm going to send them to the bin. And then I've got the background of the number for both the numbers. I'm going to slide them into the corner and bring them down into the bottom, so I know that they're kind of anchored in the bottom. And I'm just going to slide this one over until the 8 overlaps the 1. I'm going to go, I keep doing this wrong. I'm going to go to Object, Edit. I want to weld them. I'm going to select the 3 red boxes. I'll catch up with what you're saying in a minute. I've just seen Mandy's put not 13th but 31st. It may as well be. I'm going to select the first arrow and just drag it down just to isolate these 2 for now. I'm going to say OK, Object Edit and Weld. So I've now got the 1 and the 18 welded together. Let me just get rid of that one because it's distracting, isn't it? Okay. So this is now welded. So this is half the card. I'm going to come to Object Edit, come into the duplicate, say 2 and say OK. So I need to flip one of them horizontally so I can weld them, the 2 number 1s together. So I'm going to flip that one, again keeping it in the bottom corner so I know it's level. And then I'm just going to slide this one over until I can see that it overlaps. Now the number 1 sticks out more than at the top than at the bottom, so you're going to get a bigger overlap on the top than at the bottom, but that's, you know, just how it is. I just want to show you how it the design of it more than anything. So I'm going to say OK, Object Edit, select both, say OK, Object Edit and weld. And then we'll get this one cut in. And then I can see what you're all saying. So you wouldn't actually believe that I actually came on YouTube at 4 o'clock and I set everything up and it was all ready to go, and then I go live and it all goes wrong. Right, I'm just going to put this piece of green card on here for now. I'm going to say OK, OK, do a background scan and see what else can go wrong. So I can see that Emma's saying, thanks for your tutorials, I've made a 25 card. Oh, brilliant. Caroline's saying Murphy's Law, definitely. Right, I'm just going to send this to cut for now. What I wanted to do is actually show you the 3 designs. So, as I say, this is one font with all the flowers and you get a complete font plus numbers in this design. The second design is the design I'm cutting now, and then the other ones are the discs, which I'll try and cut. Barbara, I'm really sorry, everything seems to be the wrong way round and the screen seems to be small and I don't know what to do, so they've told me to carry on, so I'm carrying on. So Alison's saying, well, if it's any consolation, I can see more of machine and screen this way. Oh, okay, thank you. I've not got my spatula. Oh my days. Right, so there is the card. Let me just clean the mat up. And I'll get the next piece going. This next piece I think might take longer because it's the decorative element. So I'll come back to that in a minute. So I'm going to go home, OK, finished. Retrieve data from the machine. Should be on the last page. Say OK. And now I want to cut the decorative bits. So I'm going to get rid of the other 2 bits. So edit, send that to the rubbish. Choose that one, send that one to the rubbish. I'll catch up with you in a minute. I'm just going to space them out a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to do a background scan again. Just because it's probably all going to go wrong. Caroline's saying breathe. Charmaine, hi Charmaine, hello, I'm having internet issues. Okay, well I was having filming issues, so that makes 2 of us with problems tonight, Charmaine. Alison's saying, don't worry, we're glad you're here. It's not a problem, Ashley, so good for you to, oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Right, let's get this one going. Cut. and start. So I'm literally just folding this little card in half by hand because I can't even get my scoreboard out or anything the way I'm perched at the moment with the machine on this funny angle. And can you see that? I don't even want to touch the camera in case I knock you all off. Right, what we're saying, Tony Blair's saying, just pleased to see you here, learn so much from watching all, thank you. Mandy's saying, hope this makes sense, when you buy an activation card to use fonts or Disney shapes, do you have to get them to the ScanNCut via USB, or can you do the designing in Canvas and transfer? Right, the Disney ones, in fact they're all the same I think, yeah, you open them in Canvas, and then you put them onto a USB stick and then put them into the machine. Or I can't remember whether you can transfer them via Wi-Fi. But yeah, you open them in Canvas and then you put them on the machine manually. So Erica's saying, my first time actually watching, catching you live. I normally watch them after they upload. Well, Erica, I'm really sorry, but it's at a horrible angle tonight. I can't even see what's going on my camera. I got cut off twice at the beginning, so it's like, it's just potluck tonight, so it's not really a good night for you to join, I'm sorry. So Helen is saying, good evening, being delayed as my instruction regarding skills were required for the new woodworking tool. Oh, fab, Helen, well done. As I say, it's a bit makeshift tonight, so I don't know what I've done to my camera phone at all. I don't know why it's locked in this strange orientation. So I'm going to have to try and figure that one out. And it was fine earlier when I came on first time before I got cut off because I had the radio on. It was fine. So it's something I've done since. But anyway, not to worry. Okay, so let's see what we've got. If I move this back a little bit, is this going to be any better? I know you can't see the screen at the moment, but hopefully you can see the cuts. So this is what you get with this particular font. And when I cut this originally, I cut it in black and gold. So I did it in the base card that's here in green. I did in black, and then I cut all these decorative elements in gold, and it looked really lovely. So let's just try and pop it up a little bit and see how it's looking. Let me see what you're saying, very intricate. Yes, it is, it's lovely. When you first look at it, when I first looked at it, I thought, what would you actually do with that? But then it would be great to put, you know, an initial for, say, a special birthday or a wedding or an anniversary, and put it in a frame. I'm just trying to find out where I can put a couple of little dimensionals on this, because it is quite fragile. I mean, if I wasn't doing this live, I'd take my time and I'd cut some tiny pieces. but being as though I'm under time constraints, I'm just going to do it like this. So that would go on there. And then let's find a place where I can stick a, let me just cut one of these in half and see what you're saying. Susie, don't worry, it's all gone wrong tonight anyway, so it's not that great and I'm just making the best of it, so. A rainbow needs a rain and sunshine. Oh, thank you, Christine. Right, what else are you saying? So Jay Cougar's saying, be sure to give Ashley a thumbs up by clicking on the like button on YouTube. They really do count. Oh, thank you. Yes, they do. And make it worth her making these videos for us. Yeah, oh, thank you. That's lovely. And it does help for the channel to get found and for other people to find the videos that need help. So yes, thank you so much. Right, let me unload the grubby mat and then I'll put it there and hopefully you'll see it better. So I can see Jacqueline saying, finally I've managed to remember to attend a live. Oh, well, it's not a great night for your first night, Jacqueline. You'll see by the comments it's all gone wrong, but anyway. Oh, Susie, I got cut off twice because I'd left the radio on in the background. And then when I came on, my camera's locked in a funny orientation, so I'm working at a really obscure angle, but they've all told me to carry on, so I am doing. I completely forgot I had the radio on, and usually I just go and turn it off or turn it right down, and it was on in the background and you could hardly hear it. Well, I could hardly hear it, but anyway. So that is one quick way of using what, you know, when you first look at it, you might think is, you know, a really maybe difficult. I can't even work out which way around to put my thing to show you because I can't see my camera. It's completely black. Right, I'm going to leave it there. So as you can see, this is all like really decorative, but it does look beautiful if you cut this in like mirror card and put it on a darker background. But I just wanted to kind of show an alternative way, you know, that you can make it into a shape card. So that's that font. As I said, this is the other font, the one with all the flowers. And this one, when I made the projects back in January, I cut a letter in silver mirror card and I backed it onto black card and I put it in one of those IKEA, you know, the box frames. So it became like a home decor project. So what I'm trying to read your comments now. So Joyce is saying, I keep missing you and just randomly catching you. I have to figure out the time difference between you and me. I'm in the US and you are UK. Is it 11:30 a.m. on Sunday? What time is it there? Right, so I go, it's 5 p.m. UK time. So now it's actually 25 to 6. Joyce, Sunday evening, 31st of May. So if you can work it out from that. Right, so Susie, it's a giveaway that I'm going to be giving away. It's on this activation card. So I'm going to give you details in a bit of how or what you need to do, and it's going to be a giveaway. There are 3 fonts on it. There's this font in the word mum, the decorative font that I've just done into the 18, and then there's the discs which I'm going to cut next. Right, what else is saying? Thanks for powering through. You're a wee star, thank you. Spot on, it's gorgeous. That's just the right place. Smashing card, Ashley, leave it on the machine so we can see it. Okay. Move it backwards a bit, is that better? Jane is saying, hi, your screen orientation. Your screen orientation, if you have a phone, if you flick up, as if to get the torch, there is a round arrow with a padlock in the middle. I don't want to touch it in case I just cut you all off, but I think I'll leave it as it is for now, and then I'll try that after. Thank you, Jane. Right, the ad is probably wrong because I literally got cut off twice and I literally just came back on straight away. So I didn't put, I usually put a notice out, you know, saying live at a certain time. But it's, as I say, it's 5:40 now, PM, UK, on Sunday the 31st of May. So if you can work it out from that. Right, Susie's saying, oh, love that, what a fab giveaway. Sorry you've had so much a bad night. It's okay, you get them every now and again, don't you? Caroline is saying, I'm on the West Coast Pacific time, which makes it 9 AM starting in North America. Okay, right. I'm just going to clean this mat off. Because it's so decorative, this one, it does leave lots, ooh, bits flying all over. It does leave lots of bits. Which I'm just going to flick all over my desk now. What did you laugh out loud with, Mags? She's put, I just laughed out loud and woke the cat. But I don't know why. What, at me, is it all me going wrong? Yeah, I am scared to touch it. Is that what made you laugh? Right, Linda, the activation card is called Pigpong, and I'm going to be giving it away, so stay watching. Hi, Rosemary. Right, let's get another piece of card on here, see what else can go wrong. And I can see Elaine's making a comment, but I can't see what it is, so I'll have a look in a minute. Right, I'm going to bring this back in. So I'm just going to hit the home button and go back to my USB and hopefully find the other letters for now. disc letters. I'm only going to cut a couple of these. Pigpong, disc letters. Let's do an S and an R. Okay, add. I'm going to bring them all on again because I want to resize them because they are actually quite big. And when I used them originally, I did them in a scrapbook page and they look lovely. Right, with that plain one, I should be able to just create a second one because these are all the same as far as I'm aware. Right, I'm going to select everything. I'm going to align them all centrally and horizontally. I'm going to go to Object Edit and Group. And I'm going to resize, oh no, I'm going to resize them. I'll take them down quite small, I think. I say okay, I'm going to ungroup them. I don't think I've got enough room on, in fact I have. I know what I'll do, I'll cut them both together, but I'll put 2 bits of different card on, so give me a minute. I'll put that one there. And see if this one is big enough, and we'll do the other one out of that. It's a bit make, do and mend tonight, so. Right, what we're saying. Right, so I've said which activation card it is. I'm glad there's some else who gets in a mess. Good, yeah. Right, let's just drag these onto here. We'll cut these together. Okay, select, cut, and start. Patty's saying, agree, we appreciate you, so no worries. Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking the time and talents and sharing with us. It's truly a worldwide blessing. Oh, thank you. Christine's saying, when did Pigpong card come out? I think it's been out a while, Christine. I mean, I was using it back in January, but I think it was out before then. So Charlotte's saying, Christine, she's using the Pigpong collection 3 ornate alphabet. Not free, but Ashley has a copy she will be giving away. Yeah, that's right, I have. Susie's saying there's nothing worse than things going wrong when you're doing something public, but we all understand and we are thankful. Oh, thank you. Mark's saying, good machine, ScanNCut. Thank you, Mark. Sorry I'm late to the party again, just finished eating. Don't worry, Lynn. It's all been a bit of a nightmare anyway so far. So these I've cut quite big. But as I say, when I cut them for the Maker's scrapbook page I cut them small. I think I cut them at about 1 inch, maybe just over. Let me just get that piece of card, else I'll end up losing it in my machine. So this is how this one layers up. So it's like a disc. And again, in this one, you get full uppercase alphabet and the numbers. Let's unload this mat and put them on here where you can hopefully see them better. Can you see those? So Christine's saying, thank you, Charlotte. I've missed quite a bit, got a bit of cabin fever, no idea what day it is. Same. It's awful, isn't it? Oh yes, your effort and dedication is hugely appreciated. Oh, thank you. Susie's saying, my machine has a fault. I'm waiting for brother. Oh no, what's wrong with it, Susie? Right, what you're saying, so I've got a thumbs up there, I've got very cute. I thought that also, Lynn, missed a comment there because I don't know what that means. Would make great bunting. Yeah, that's how I did it. I did it smaller, about 1 inch I think it was, as I say. There is a scrapbook page with it on, and I did it as kind of like disc bunting on a layout, and it looked really nice. Yeah, it could be a Christmas bauble actually. You could cut the word Christmas, couldn't you? Cut it smaller. So Christine, if you want to buy it anyway, it's an activation card, a ScanNCut activation card. So you can get it from Maker's Superstore or anywhere that sells any of the Brother activation cards. So I just really wanted to show you the 3 different fonts that you get on the card. So these are the 3 different styles which are on here. Okay. They work on any model ScanNCut, Jennifer. So on a CM, 300, 600, you just activate them in Canvas, and then I've put the respective letters and numbers that I'm showing here onto a USB stick, and then you put them into your machine. So I've got a couple of other things, and then bunting, Rose Lily, is like it's a fabric type decoration that you hang up, but it's used in scrapbooking as well, if you cut it in paper or for home decor, that kind of thing. So Joyce, you like the first one, the fancy one. Yeah, it is nice. So I've got something else to show you as well. So do you remember last week when we cut the fabric and I did it using that sticky tack paper thing? Let me see what Susie's saying. When I lift the screen up from flat, the screen goes blank. and tapping it doesn't, oh no. So you're having to wait to see if they'll do something about it. The letters have got a line going through them. Who's just asked that? Suzanne, because it's like a stencil font. If they didn't have the line going through them, you'd lose the middle here and it would just be one big open pink area. It's the same with the S. This would just be a big blank area. So it's a stencil font so that you can still see the definition of the letter. Okay, so here is a luggage tag that I designed in ScanNCut Canvas. And all this fabric, apart from the clear vinyl, was all cut using that sticky backed paper that I showed last week. So I put an 11.5 piece on my mat, taped it down like I did with the piece last week, and then I've just put this fabric on it, completely unbonded, and cut out that design. So I wanted to show you that it does work. And it did cut into the sticky backing a little bit, but it was still perfectly usable. I probably would have got a couple of cuts from it at least. What's Mark's? Mark's said, I've just seen a comment. How to do Word album with ScanNCut, please? Do you mean like where a page is a letter, Mark? Somebody else has asked me to do that. I've actually done a video many years ago. It will be on the channel, but somebody has asked me recently, so I will be doing another one. Thea's saying, mine had the same problem, brother repaired it. Seems if you keep lifting and lowering the screen, you can break the connection. Oh, okay. What model machine is that then? Because I never had any problems with my 600 or my 900, and touch wood so far, I've had no problems with this one. Charlotte saying, I suspect it may be a way to get design consistency too, using the stencil bridges. Yeah, I think so too. I think it is, so that all the letters, I think you're right, look consistent and look the same. Sticky back plastic, yeah, that was it, Mandy. So yeah, I tried this week and it worked perfectly fine. Tanya, don't worry, you'll see it's all gone a bit wrong anyway. I always leave my screen up, Lynn. When I've finished, I never touch it. I just put the cover back over it and leave it. So yours is a 300, Susie. Okay, well, you'll have to see what they say. I don't know. So Thea's saying you leave your screen down so you can use the cover. I put the cover on even with the screen up. I never move it apart from when I'm doing something like this. I just leave it on this. You can't even see that, can you? I'm saying at this angle and you can't even see it. I leave it kind of, you know, at this angle and close the front up and then just put the whole cover over the top of it. Right, so what do you do to win this? I'm going to tell you. So let me move all these out of the way, put them up there for now, because I've printed it out, so hopefully you can see this, or I'll explain it to you anyway. So obviously makers have given me this to give away. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you've got the bell notification icon switched on, because otherwise you'll not get notified. You need to leave a comment under this video. Now, not in the live chat, so you're going to have to wait till the video is all uploaded properly and then go to the live chat section. sorry, no, ignore that. Go to the comments section and leave me a comment telling me which country you're in. So not in the live chat where you're leaving your comments now. It's the bit under the video where it normally says see description or see more or leave a comment, leave a public comment, I think it normally says. You need to go there either tonight or tomorrow. And in the comments, I just want you to tell me what country you're in. So where you're watching from, okay? And then the other thing you need to do, if possible, if you use Instagram or Facebook, please just tag Maker Superstore. So basically just make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notifications on, which hopefully most of you are anyway. Go to the comments under the video and just leave me a comment telling me what country you're in. And then if you use Instagram or Facebook, just go and tag Maker Superstore, okay? And then finally, right, let me see. I have my screen down. Sue's saying, hi, is this going to be on YouTube video later as I could get to watch for some reason? Yeah, it should be, Sue, hopefully, unless that all goes wrong as well. It should render and upload, and either tonight or tomorrow it will be there. Barbara's saying, think I might leave my screen up in future. I never touch mine, Barbara. I always leave it up, and I just close the front up and put the cover over it, as I say. Joyce is saying, guess I will leave mine up. What do you mean tag? Mags, if you use Instagram or Facebook, I think you can literally just go and put a comment somewhere with their name on. Somebody will hopefully tell you how to do it properly. I'm not a great, I don't do that very often. They've just said ask if I can ask people to tag them. Somebody will tell you on Instagram, okay? Right, now the last thing is, what about this? Don't worry, if you can't tag, don't tag. Just make sure you leave me a comment under the video, not in this chat. It's got to be in the comments section. But if you do use those other platforms and you can, just do it. Don't worry if you can't. All right, okay, you think you might have to upload, do you, Mandy? I'm not sure. Okay, so somebody asked me if I would do a video on mandalas. So this is what I've been playing with. I've designed a couple, but this is one I've just cut today. This is only 5 layers, but this was all done in Canvas Workspace. Helen, you're probably right there, Helen, yeah. And I've got one, but I still don't know how to do it. But anyway, so yeah, and this was cut just below 8 inches, so I could get it from A4. So this was something that I've been working on, and I just thought I'd cut it and see. And I might do this on Wednesday. So Caroline's saying, for a short video you've shown us a heck of a lot. Yeah, it's all a bit of a mismatch though, isn't it, tonight? But not to worry. So the main thing was, as obviously, to tell you about this, and that was why I wanted to just show you, you know, what it looked like when it was cut. But like you say, I've thrown a couple of other things in as well. Right, so Caroline, yes I can. In fact, you use group quite a bit doing this, if that's what you mean. Do you mean how to group and ungroup? And yeah, you use that quite a lot doing these mandalas, so I can definitely do that on Wednesday. Don't need to do a picture, you can just mention them in a comment. You could say something like, hoping to, brilliant Susie, thank you. So you just literally, you don't need to do a picture, you can just make a comment. So do what Susie said there, that will be fine for them. Yeah, perfect. Oh, thank you, Rose, you're welcome. Yes, please, looking forward to it Wednesday. Thank you for carrying on despite earlier issues. Yeah, you're welcome. Deborah, don't worry about it. Right, so has anybody got any quick questions before I go? Mandy G, what fabric baskets? Do you mean the luggage tags? Uh, 6 p.m. UK on Wednesday, Joyce. Susie, 6 p.m. Wednesday. Charlotte, thank you, you're welcome. Thanks, Lynn. Yes, it will be, Paul, hopefully. Unless that goes wrong as well. Oh, the storage caddies are posted, yes. I forgot about those. They were in the week, weren't they? Saturday and Tuesday. Alison, thank you. Yes, Rose, see you Wednesday. So Joyce is saying noon Central Time. Okay, I don't know. I think I need to go and Google, don't I? But there's so many of you in so many different places around the world. But if you all leave me that comment telling me where you are, then hopefully I can Google and work out what the time differences are, and I'll post a blog. There you go. Barbara, thank you, you're welcome. Yes, see you Wednesday. Highlights of lockdown weeks. Yeah. Thank you for tonight's session. You deserve a long G&T. Thank you. Night, Ashley. Thanks again. Okay, right, I'm going to touch my other phone and see if I can stop this damn thing now. Right, I'm going to go, guys. I'll speak to you all on Wednesday. One thing I forgot to say, make your comment before next Sunday, because I'm going to announce the winner next Sunday for the Pigpong activation card. Okay? So come back later or tomorrow, leave a comment telling me where in the world you are underneath the video, not in this chat. Make sure you do it by next Saturday at the latest, because I'm going to draw a winner next Sunday and announce it next Sunday. All right? Okay, take care everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye.